Historically, one of the accusations that modern Roman Catholics place against Martin Luther is that he added to Romans 3:28. He added to Romans 3:28. He added to Romans 3:28. Because in the Luther Bible, interestingly enough, the 1912 Luther Bible does not have that. Interestingly enough, the 1912 Luther Bible does not have that. They've changed it. I wonder if that would cause Luther to spin in his grave. I think it probably would. That's anyways rendered Romans 3:28 sola fidem, or solum fidem. I'm not sure how it would be, but anyway, by faith alone, by faith alone, by faith alone. And Roman Catholics will say, see, he couldn't make his case simply from the scriptures. He had to change the scriptures. Well, if you notice the context, where then is boasting is excluded. By what kind of law? Of works? No, but by a law of faith. And so the context itself is creating a contrast between works and faith. So that when Paul says, we maintain that a man is justified by faith, apart from works of the law, there's nothing else you can add in. And so by faith alone, apart from works of the law, nothing can be added to this. Nothing can be added to this. Nothing can be added to this as the grounds of justification. But what is interesting and maybe helpful to you is to know that Luther was not, in fact, doing something new. A lot of people think that he was not. The reality is that the Nuremberg Bible of 1483, now remember, the Reformation begins in 1517. Luther is pushing this in the early 1520s. And so nearly 40 years earlier, the Nuremberg Bible of 1483 had allein durch den Glauben. Allein durch den Glauben. Alone, allein, only through faith. The Italian Bible of Geneva in 1476, and then even in 1538, so this is after the Reformation, had in Latin per sola fide. Sola fide, faith alone. So this was in Geneva, but these were Italian Bibles, and 1476. So that's long before Luther, and so that means he was not alone in his understanding at this point, and that there were people before him. In fact, some have said that at least initially he was following them. I'm not sure there's really a strong argument to be made there as being able to trace the information or anything along those lines. But the point is that this really remains key to the issue of the Reformation to this day and to the gospel to this day. And that is, we maintain that a man is justified pistai, chorus, ergon, namu, by faith, apart from works of the law. Now, that does not denigrate the law, for as Paul himself is going to say in verse 31, do we then nullify the law through faith? May it never be. On the contrary, me genoita, we establish the law. We establish the law. We establish the law.